Hi guys, welcome back to part 2. Actually, where I left off here, the Department of Homeland Security cited the states that will be needed these items, which would include the body bags, would be North Carolina, South Carolina, Louisiana, Texas, Alabama, Mississippi, Georgia, and Florida, and that is right along the Gulf of Mexico. And so they know something, and this is what they're planning. And so what do you think that they need the body bags for? So this is something very serious. What has occurred down there in the Gulf of Mexico, they can't stop this oil spill because secretly they're keep drilling for the oil down there, and they're not stopping what they're doing. As a matter of fact, there was at least 7 geysers down there, and what's down underneath there at the Biloxi Dome is an ancient asphalt volcano, and that's very dangerous because a lot of dangerous gases comes up out of volcanoes. If you can go and research volcanoes, there's a lot of poisonous gases that comes up out of the volcanoes, and a lot of feeds at that time that were coming out, that wasn't oil. Some of those were like gases and debris that was actually coming out of a volcano. I wish I could find that video. When I find it, I'll post it. But with all the cracking that is going on underneath the ocean floor at the Gulf, this is causing our pole shift, a very rapid pole shift. A lot of people is not believing that, but if you notice a lot of the volcanic activity and all the earthquakes going on, and with the South Pole melting, what it is that this is what is caused by the pole shift. And what it does is what the pole shift does is it causes the South Pole to melt, and when it melts, it rises the sea level to about 500 to 600 feet. And when this happens, the Gulf Lakes, when it splits, when it splits all the way up towards the New Madrid, where all this is occurring, like with the sinkholes and all, and it splits all the way up to the Great Lakes. The Great Lakes are going to empty into the Gulf, and this is where the seas will rise. And when these seas will rise, this will cause the east and west coast to flood over. And that's what other people will warn you about also. So I thought I'd mention that. There's mention here of about the sinkhole explosion because of the gases that are underneath these faults. And I'll just leave the link to this, and you can examine and look at these maps to where where all the natural gas lines run, because there's lots of networks of gas lines going through and across the Madrid fault. And it doesn't look good, guys. It really doesn't. And they said that the explosion could be so extreme that said it could be seen from the moon. Or let me see. Quote this: virtually every natural gas pipeline in the nation is built over that fault. We're talking about the New Madrid fault. And this person said that you will see the explosion reflect off the moon. That's very serious. Says that they have heard a lot about the New Madrid fault. Despite the dangers and the warnings, the areas continue to be flooded, fracked, drilled, harped, and tornadoed, all while being home to 15 nuclear reactors. Now, isn't that fun? Not. No, it's very serious. Guys, I don't know what to say. I've said this time and again that it's really up to you. I've heard someone say in a video today I was watching, and they said that some people had moved from the East Coast inland, so I'm sure they've got word about it, and it's only a matter of time when this could happen. So if I could warn like people there along the New Madrid Fault in the Midwest, from the Gulf Coast to the Midwest states, move further in, or either west. Probably best for you to move west. Maybe, and those that are along the California coast and Oregon and Arizona, please move further inland. Okay, I think I missed my page here. I think I was finished here with this, but I'll leave a link to this so you can examine these maps to give you an idea of where you're living in these locations, and to make your plans. Okay, this is a post. I'm not going to read word for word of this post, but what it's regarding to and what I wanted to talk about next is people that were going to expose what was going on and what was planned. And as you can remember, that the U.S. relocated from Iraq to Pine Bluff Arsenal, and they had 63,000 metric tons of a poisonous gas of Phosgene. Okay, now that's why I want to talk about the murders. You know, about, you heard me talk about John P. Wheeler. Well, this is about over a year ago, so I mentioned that. The reason that they killed him was that the transport of the Iraqi Phosgene poisonous gas that was aboard a U.S. Air Force KC-767 tanker aircraft from Little Rock Air Force Base en route to Afghanistan, that shortly after takeoff had a crucial malfunction, and the aerial spraying computer-directed command and control center over central Arkansas caused the death of thousands of red-winged blackbirds. So that's your mystery right there about the dead blackbirds. And it was the phosgene gas. And this was supposed to have been illegal. It was supposed to have been illegal to be produced, this poisonous gas, in the United States. And I've got some news for you, because locally, I shouldn't be telling this, but there was a worker at the DuPont plant that was killed, but they never did reveal what it was. And what they were doing is that they were producing the phosgene gas, which was illegal to be produced in the United States. So why were they producing something that was illegal? is my question. And they murdered John Wheeler about reporting this, exposing this, on what they did, that they were using illegal gas. And it also mentioned about how the birds, how they died, that the trauma was actually consistent with the Phosgene exposure. And that could kill people too, because Phosgene is so poisonous that when it gets in your lungs, it'll cause your lungs to burst. And it's very deadly, very dangerous. And after Wheeler discovered what was happening with Iraq's Phosgene poisonous gas stockpiles, he traveled from his home from Delaware to Washington, D.C., where he openly confronted and threatened to expose the Pentagon and White House officials for being responsible for this. And that's where he wound up dead. And this is an article about the strange deaths of John Wheeler and James Forstall. And it has the story about where they, what had happened, what they were doing with that gas. So some believe that they had put the gas in the ground in Arkansas. Where that part is true, I'm not sure. But I'll leave all links to these articles. And there was something else also. I was trying to think of what it was. Did I mention something about the DuPont worker? It was a local story where he died. And so there was a connection locally at the DuPont plant producing the gas and into the murders of Wheeler and Forstall. And along the New Madrid, along BB, Arkansas, and whether this has any connection with what is going on there along the Gulf. Hopefully I'll find that out too. So I'll just leave all links, and I think that's it for right now, but I have a lot of other information I need to share about the Gulf oil. Some footage that hasn't been seen before. Hopefully I can post those very soon. And I think that's all for right now, because I'm a little behind, and I need to talk about some things for the next, if there's going to be a next election. I'm not sure. I'll have to see where the Lord leads me, really. Because there was something I was wanting to post, but I'm not sure if He would want me to post it or not. If He does, then I'll post that. And something too that Obama had signed into bill in regards to Israel, and if the Lord wants me to post that, I'll do that as well. And so this is it for this video, and y'all have a good week, and y'all take care, and Jesus loves you. If you don't know Him, give your life to Him today, and we may not have another tomorrow. Things are getting pretty serious, so trust in Jesus today, and I'll talk to you next time. Y'all take care. Bye-bye now.